and we are at the HIGH-5 podcast, HIGH-5 After Dark. We're going to jump into some of our favorite products on the floor right now, as always. Today, we've got the lovely Brogress, Miss Wendy, Chuck, and Z Rippick to get us all started. I, myself, am going to be indulging in flour today. I'm going to be having some fun with... That just fell everywhere. But the Burnwell Peaches and Cream is on the menu today for the young Malcolm King. We're excited to try this, a nice, lovely sativa dominant hybrid from Burnwell. They label it as a Chemdog Super Silver Haze Maui and Grape Kush cross. I'm not even going to pay attention to that because that's too much going on. We're just going to judge it on the smell and the experience overall. So I'm excited to dive into that. Brogress, what do we have us enjoying tonight? What can the people look forward to?
Checking out Vanilla Wafer from Artizen. And Vanilla Wafer is a cross of wedding cake and Sunday driver.
Ooh, okay. Okay. That actually makes me, I'm excited about that. That actually sounds really, really, really good. Okay.
Back into this.
Hell yeah. Okay, Vanilla Wafer coming up. All right. And then, Chuck, moving on to you, my man. What we thinking, dude? How are we feeling? What are we diving into? What are we smoking on?
The soap.
Nice. Pre-roll.
Yeah.
Okay, from Exotics. Okay, hell yeah. The soap pre-roll from Exotics. And then, when you pop that open, what does it smell like? Did you get a taste? What does it smell like?
A little bit of green apple, a little bit of menthol. But not like green apple the fruit, but green apple the flavor.
Okay. Do you get any soap? This is called the soap after all.
I mean, I guess this could smell like some soap.
Okay. Okay. Okay, and also I will say that is the pre-roll variety. I heard that the flower variety definitely does have a little bit more of a pungent kind of vibe. Of course, when you grind up flour and it sits out after being ground, it loses some of that potent, that pungent, you know, aroma. So okay, but I'm excited to see what the what you think the effects are like for sure. Okay, and then Miss Wendy, what are we enjoying today? Because you know I thought of you at least 30 times today during the shift. Falcana's got a nice little treat out on the floor. The Space Queen has dropped.
Oh my.
Candy Queen.
Candy Queen?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Candy Queen. Yes, Candy Queen. Yes.
That sounds right up my alley.
I thought of you right away.
I'll have to pick some up tomorrow.
Yes, they labeled it sativa dominant, but it looks so good. It looks very, very good.
Tonight, I'm trying the duct tape from Mama J's.
Ooh, okay, okay. Duct tape from Mama J's. Are you getting any smell off of that so far?
Yeah, but it's not a whole lot. It smells like spring rain.
Okay. I like that. That's specific.
It smells like tranquility.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Hey, aromatherapy is a thing. That is a thing. 1,000,000,000%. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. I love that. You have to keep me posted because we've had. So who else tried the duct tape from Mama J's on here?
Oh, I think it was just you. Oh, was it Michael?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay.
Not batch, not this batch though.
Okay. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay. Now, Mike, or I'll get to Z first. Let me get to Z. Z, what do we have you enjoying? What can the people look forward to?
Mandalorian Kush from Budco. A cross of Baby Yoda and Kush Wrecked.
Okay. Baby Yoda and Kush Wrecked. What's that smelling like?
It smells like Teen Spirit.
Locker room team spirit.
You know, when my nephew was about 13 years old, this smells like what his feet smelled like. It's like cheesy, stinky feet smell.
I'm changing it to 13-year-old nephew. And yeah, okay. Interesting. Okay, interesting. All right. And then as you try that, Z, are you putting that in the bowl? I see you putting it in the bowl or grinder.
I'm grinding it, and then I will put it in my new bowl from HIGH-5 Supply.
Woo!
Gosh, thank goodness for HIGH-5 Supply.
Get your shit HIGH-5 Supply.
And that brings us right into Mike. All right, Mike, what are we enjoying today? What do we have for tonight's podcast?
My girlfriend got me the Puget Sound Lopez from Western Culture.
Fire.
It's skunky.
It's skunky. Do you like? Okay, Mike. When I get that, I honestly, whenever I have Puget Sound Lopez, I get the blueberry notes in it. Are you getting that like blueberry in there a little bit?
No, not as much blueberry notes.
You get just more skunk.
Yeah, I get more like lime green and skunky.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really a lot of fruit notes in it.
I don't think it's a lot of fruit notes, but I get
it smells like sweet,
it.
Sugary. It smells like sugary, but
maybe that's what I'm mistaking.
A lot of lime. I'm getting lime off of it.
Okay, nice. Okay. Lime is very cushy. That's a very Kush attribute. You know what I'm saying? OG Kush, just like a Duct did, I was saying. Lime. Okay. And how's it? Did you grind it up yet? How's it breaking down for you?
I haven't started the grind, but
okay.
Here's my old reliable. I call this Jamaica. This is my baby Jamaica. Say what's up, Jamaica.
I love it. Okay. And also, as I'm looking at this, and Mike, what's the texture on those buds?
I would say like they're more of like, you know how you have like hugger buds. I call them hugger buds where they lay more into each other. It kind of reminds me of a little bit more of like the alien cookie where it like curves outwards, but just a little bit inwards on the last part. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll hold it up so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, definitely. Way more. Calyx is really tight. The nodes are kind of going in with each other.
First it comes out like it wanna poke you, and then it's like, oh, I want to be nice.
Okay, definitely. All right. And then so now we're gonna have everybody roll up, get their apparatuses ready. Shout out to all the apparatuses out there. I am going to be rolling mine in the raw as well. I did get a chance to get a nose profile on this guy. Nice little terpene profile. The strain is called Peaches and Cream. Does it smell like peaches? No. Does it smell like cream? Maybe 10%. But oddly enough, it's cheesy. It's more cheesy than the mac and cheese it was from Mount Baker. It's way more like a nice
cheeses and cream.
Yeah, basically cheese. It should be cream cheese. I would have believed it if they said this was cream cheese. But yeah, it's really nice buds. They're super light green. You know, they're really light green, but they don't seem too young or anything like that. So we're gonna break this down, and as I grind it up, I want to see if it comes out a little bit more in that cheese note. But like I said, Miss Wendy, you mentioned something and you said it smells like what? You said it smells like
spring rain.
Spring rain, not just that. What was the other thing? And I said
tranquility.
Yes, this smells like happiness. Cheese gives you that like uplifting butterflies from your stomach. And when I smell this, I feel it. Like my body's going, hey, Malcolm, I recognize those terpenes, and this is what that feels like. This happens to me with cannabis often. I can smell something and then kind of get like a little 5% of what that experience is going to be. In Japan, they actually smell lavender in cubicles to relieve stress, like when they're working all day long through aromatherapy. It's the exact reason why they do that. So cannabis, I think, is under the same exact realm and scope of aromatherapy.
But they also work like 4 days a week too.
This is true. This is true. This is very true. Okay.
We're gonna have to go there and take Rel. Just kidding.
High key. No, he's gonna take Rel. I love that. Okay, he might not come back. And then Brogress, I saw you take a couple of pucks on that. Did you roll that up? Did you grind that already?
Yeah, I did roll it. I grinded it. I rolled it. I'm smoking it.
Okay. Nice. How's that flavor so far? What are you thinking?
A little bit lemony, but more heavy on like the fuel and like a chemi, kind of like a Chernobyl has that chemi kind of taste to it.
Ooh. Okay. And by do you think that it's a pleasant flavor? Do you like the flavor on it?
Yes, it's a really nice, good, more like fuel-y flavor. But like I said, the lemon notes on the top of it are really nice too. But
Okay.
I can't say they're really dense, and I experienced that. I forget the bud you rolled the other night, but you said it was really dense and almost dry, kind of just like crumbles in your hand. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So the roll was a little bit hard to do.
What did I roll? What was that? Damn, that's gonna bother me. Oh, it was a Miracle Whip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Cedar Creek.
Yep. The Miracle Whip from Cedar Creek.
Yeah, same
tried.
thing, like really dense, like the Miracle Whip had. Yep.
Okay. Dense like the Miracle Whip. Now, as you are grinding that, do you think, or smoking that, do you think you're gonna enjoy having it on the paper or having it in the glass more?
Yeah, I'll definitely smoke a bowl after this, Jay, and see how that takes me. See how it burns. But so far, I'm liking it.
Okay. Hell yeah. Heck yeah. All right, let's see. Ooh. Okay. Let's grab this. Perfect. All right. And then now, Miss Wendy, have we
Yo.
got to smoking any of that yet?
Yeah, I took a hit. It's really expansive in the lungs.
Okay.
2 minutes later, and I'm still feeling that heavy elephant sitting on my chest kind of feeling.
Okay.
Um, Not super smooth, but I didn't have a coughing fit, so it's not super choky.
Okay.
But a real Kush experience. It's
So far.
definitely cushy, yeah.
Okay. And I will say, as far as the different types of experiences, how do you label a Kush experience? Do you think that a heavy body vibe with some, really sedative notes throughout it from the start would sum up a Kush experience?
Yeah. The heavier the better.
Okay.
Definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm not gonna roll up the fattest joint of this, or maybe I should roll a little bit bigger, because I just want to try it. I want to try it and give it a nice little taste. But you know what I realized? Some strains you have to roll a big one.
Yeah.
Because it won't express itself flavor wise unless there's enough in the actual paper. And if you're rolling papers, you have to use enough. If you don't use enough flour, it's going to be more difficult to roll. You know what I'm saying? That is nothing but a fact. You have to practice rolling with an actual enough amount of flour. Some people try to learn rolling and then also try to be stingy, and it's like it don't really work out in their favor because it's a lot more difficult. There's a lot more loose ends to deal with. Let me get this in here. Okay, now, Z, how is your experience so far?
Well, I'm tasting some like lemon fruity notes when I'm actually smoking this, as opposed to the foot skunk that I was smelling in the bag. So far, it's coming on kind of euphoric, a little heady, kind of relaxing too, like just chill, but not much of a body buzz.
Okay. And would you say
that euphoria?
Okay. And Scale of 1 to 10, smoothness. What are you thinking? How smooth?
It's kind of in the middle, maybe 6 or 7.
Okay, nice. Okay. Do you think that you would recommend that for a beginner smoker, maybe? Or
Somebody
no, would you
chasing-
start them off? Or no, would you start them off on something a little bit lighter?
I'd probably start them off on something a little lighter, but anybody who likes Euphoria would dig this one, I think.
Okay, nice. Okay, heck yeah. Gotcha. And then, so far, do you think it's in a proper price tier?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I love Budco. I mean, just in general, I love their pre-rolls. Their flour's always consistently good.
And Budco's coming in the middle tier, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, sort of in that zone between middle and high, like they kind of go back and forth a little bit. They're right there.
I agree with that. They're definitely proving themselves as of late. Budco definitely has them and Chronic. Chronic with the K. Chronic is on the come up right now.
Shout out to
Chronic.
Yeah, shout out to Chronic for real. Like you guys are on the come up. Shout out to y'all because like we all know y'all didn't start out so strong. I don't know what y'all did over there, but God dang it, keep doing it.
Yep.
Keep doing that shit.
I love that. Yeah, big shout out to Chronic. Dear
and
Chronic.
Budco.
Yeah, and Budco.
Budco goes hard. Yeah.
Budco makes really, really good pre-rolls. I love their pre-rolls. I've taken them apart and found like little red hairs and chunks of flour in there.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I always buy their pre-rolls when they come out.
Nice, which means like they're not fronting when they say that they're using actual buds. They are using buds. Nice.
They use real bud.
Yeah.
Nice.
No
Okay.
shake pre-rolls.
Okay. Now, this is one thing I have to allude to. Why is that a something you deem important? Do you look at Chuck? Chuck at me. Look, why is something like full flour important in a pre-roll?
Better quality. Smokes
It's always better. Yeah.
Feels better. Yeah.
Definitely.
I actually
and
have
burns
some of these
better.
in pre-roll too.
Nice.
You can feel the difference too, because a lot of the times if the trikes aren't in it, you can taste that the trikes are in it and you're just smoking a lot of gas. And what they'll do a lot of the times is they'll put like a certain amount of trikes in there with that shake to try to like make you think that it's happening, but you already know most of the time you're tasting a lot of grass, and then if you get a little uplifted, then the trikes are in there. But a lot of times, trikes don't be there, man. So it's just like shouts out to the growers that actually do use flour in there, because, like, man, we can tell the difference, y'all.
Yeah, we
can tell the difference.
Look at that canoe. There's about to be a yacht.
Chuck, and that brings me to this, Chuck. How is that treating you? How did Exotics put their pre-roll out?
Grains, that mintiness is really coming through. But it's kind of soft, not like a sharp mint.
Okay.
It's all right. I mean, it's not. I don't know, man. Like White Runs, that was my jam.
Okay.
This is okay.
Okay.
How's the strength on it?
It's medium right now. We'll see by the end. I'm only this far in.
Right.
Okay, you got some space. Okay.
Yeah. I'm afraid of burning my carpet though.
Why?
Look at that.
It is canoeing a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh. Did you
Just give me a
shimmy it
little
down
bit of
before you
pop.
started?
This is pretty
What
good
happened?
though. Like, I have the Western culture, the Pudget San Lopez, the Afghani and Pakistani. It's really smooth, really smooth. Like I would say, like 5 out of 10 for the smoothness. You do finally start to get those berry notes, but you got to fire it up in order to make that happen. So I still got the pungent and the limey smell, but you're starting to get like the berry notes in it. But man, you got to break it down a little bit and get down to the business of the trikes though, because I think that's where a lot of the flavor is hidden, because that's what I noticed. Like, because when I load mine, usually I put the trikes more towards the back, so it starts out brutal, but then it kicks your ass towards the end. But yeah, it's really nice though. I like it.
Okay, Mike, I'm gonna piggyback off of what you just said. I wasn't getting much peach in the flavor in the nose profile. As I smoked this, I've taken my first 2 hits. I can't say the flavor is peach, but what I will say is it's savory, and I think that's coming from all of the cheese that I was smelling, but it has like a glaze, like a sweet glaze. And I could see them, I could picture a peach, like, I want to say like a peach barbecue sauce, but that doesn't really compare because barbecue sauce is very sharp. This is way more subtle because of all the cheese, terpenes in it. But it definitely has like a cheese. It definitely has like a cheese and peach kind of friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like a peach glaze. It's very interesting. It's subtle because peach is a very subtle flavor. And if it's not subtle like peach vodka, I'm over it in 10 seconds. Just like peach vodka. So far, this is very pleasant.
Yeah, Tilted, like, I think they still have that fucking Tropicana cookies too.
And guess what? Burnwell's burning well. What a surprise. I want to give a big shout out to Burnwell once again. Burnwell, y'all are fantastic. Lovely farm, right in the middle tier as well. Sell grams as well as eighths and quarters. I got a question for you all as I get to that topic. How do you feel about companies that don't sell grams and that are in the top shelf? And also, how do you feel about companies that don't sell grams in the budget tier, our lowest tier? Do you think that this is a marketing scheme? Do you think that this is something that they are doing on accident? Do you think that this is easier for them and they don't want to change, packaging sizes? They don't want to deal with glass? What's the take on this? I want to get some feedback from some people in the industry on what they prefer and why they think companies do the things that they do.
Well, I think personally, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say sometimes we just order what's available.
Very good point. It is a very good point. Now, I do know, even with that being said, there are some companies that don't make grams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen a scored gram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A company like Scored, it doesn't make me as nervous, but some companies that I haven't tried that are like, 50 some odd or up for, an eighth. Like, yeah. I want to try a gram of that before I dump a whole bunch of money on it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you guys more.
Now, do you think the farm and processor does this because is it a confidence thing? Is it, I don't have to have a gram so people can try it? Because in our realm, when we are selling something, we can say, oh man, you don't want to make that investment? Here's a gram. They make it in grams.
Right.
Like, here you go. For the companies that do this and they just make it in the eighth, you know what I mean? It's usually not the middle tier. It's usually top shelf.
It's top
or it's
tier.
The budget tier.
Yeah, I better know your company inside and out from like everybody before I buy an eighth without like you telling me a gram first so I can try it.
Well, and here's the thing.
It's a trust thing.
I think a lot of their reasoning behind it is it's really hard to make a gram of something look good in just about any packaging.
Right.
How about Falcana grams? They always look beautiful.
Yeah, they do.
But the Falcana bags, the Falcana bags are a little bit big. I will say that.
Yeah,
right. But aren't they nitrogen packing them though?
I think so.
And that makes a big difference too. It's not just how, but why, I guess.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm stoned and rambling.
No. That's perfect. Brograss, I see you with your hand raised. What's up?
Oh yeah, so I have a little bit of insight coming. I worked for Grow for a little bit, actually right here on the mountain. Shout out. But
shout out to Emerald Mountain.
There's like some hidden factors. There's some hidden factors though behind the scenes. For instance, like say for Falcana, all right, they have to do their grams nice because they're paying for the same amount for the package of the gram as the eighth. You know,
right?
So some companies have to view that. They're like, okay, well, if I'm paying the same for the package for my grams and my eighths, I'm just gonna skip the grams and just put my nice nugs in with my eighths, and they can sell more volume that way in one go. I mean, I'm still with it, the same opinion that there should be grams, but even when companies do grams, I'm finding out like the grams aren't up to par with what the bud really is too, because it's the popcorn nugs. They put like 4, 5, 6 nugs in the grams, and I'm still not getting like the good experience that I need.
I don't know. It just depends on who it is, because like even Budco, they did on the Mandalorian. I still got some nice nuggets in here. Like,
yeah.
Okay. So ready?
For
well, the flour itself has to hold up to the packaging. Sometimes that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that also,
that's strain specific too. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I also want to say one thing for any people who are watching this, and if you are a customer and you're like, yeah, like I want that gram, like, or I get some people that come in and they're like, what are some, I want to see some colas, and they're like, yeah, where are the grams? Your farms are not taking top colas and breaking them into grams. They're using the smaller buds to fill those grams because it's less work, it's cleaner, it's neater. You know what I mean? Like a top cola might not hold, like, you know what I'm saying, after you snip the very, 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 very tip of it off just to weigh out a 1.1. You know what I mean? However, there are a lot of strains like Kushes and Cookies. All of the top colas are little tiny, 1.5 grams. You know what I'm saying? So those can come out looking much better. However, there are also some companies that have colas like that, Freddy's Fuego, but still have lackluster packaging, and they struggle when it comes to curb appeal in their grams. You know what I'm saying? All the Freddy's Fuegos are top little pieces. You know what I'm saying? All little cookie nugs. There's a solution. The difference is there's a solution. The solution, Cedar Creek has a solution. If it's fire, put it in something like this. It's flat. I can feel it. I can get to it. I can better sell it. If something's a perfect texture, if you're a grower, and I like this, I don't care. Because people will be like, oh, well, if it's not nitrogen packed, it won't, last for as good as long. But the difference is if I can touch it, it'll sell faster. So it won't be on the shelf any longer. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to describe, even when the customers aren't allowed to touch it. I'm bad at that. But you know what I'm saying? Like I get excited. You know what I'm saying? So the difference is it's like I prefer when things are flat. Don't give me a bag like this and then I gotta sell this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, listen to it. They're kind of dead. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to touch it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a preference.
Cedar Creek be doing it like that.
And it makes the gram look good. Well, there's nothing in here, but it makes the gram look good. You know what I'm saying?
And the bud in the package will also cure differently depending if it's in plastic or glass too. So that's why some growers choose glass over plastic, because they know it'll cure better in the jar over time. Because there's time between it gets packaged and then when it gets put in their inventory, then gets bought, then transported to the store, then into the store, and then eventually out for sale. So there is some time between when it gets put in those jars and then when it actually gets in someone's hand.
That's a very good point.
True.
That's a very, very good point. It's a process. And it's funny, I think people think we chop it down in the backyard and then it's on the shelf. Some people treat it that way.
Well, because some states do that. We other states like that.
Yeah, okay. Oregon can basically do it like that. Put it in big old bags and then put it in big old jars, and you can come and see it in the jar and smell it, and they pull it out the jar.
Right. For those who aren't watching, we're based out of Washington, Washington State, and everything is prepackaged. So we're talking about being able to, better shop for yourself, and just a preference between the people that you're working with to shop, for yourself. But anyways, I will say that like I said, I prefer the bags where I can get a texture and feel on them. What is some of you guys' preference as bartenders? What do you prefer when it comes to your grams? Do you want to see a gram in a jar? And my problem is a gram in a jar. What are you reusing this for? Like, I get the age. You can be like, I make candles. What are you reusing? Like, what am I going to redo with this? It's cute, but what am I going to do with this? If I ever want to reuse it.
Honestly, I put them in my recycling. I'm not even gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying?
All my glass jars in the recycling.
Like, well, and how much of that cost is going to the packaging? How much more of the cost is going to the packaging than if it were in Mylar? Yeah,
if it's a gram, I want to feel it.
Exactly, and it would be cheaper. I think Wendy's right. It would drop the price. I think bags like this would drop the price of grams instead of using glass. Or am I under a rock and glass is cheaper than plastic now?
But it also changes the freshness too, because like, I mean, even though I love how they come in Cedar Creeks and even Western cultures, it comes in like a little tree. It comes in a little tree.
Little pillow.
Yep. It does. It comes. Well,
change it. We're gonna need to change it. You know what? Okay, Western culture. You know, people think it's a Christmas tree ornament all the time. Even in like July, they're like, "Oh, they're like little Christmas tree ornaments," and I'm like, "Kinda." So it's an interesting little package. Interesting little gram.
Sounds like the Western culture and your poop emoji looking gram.
Right. It'd be a poop emoji, but y'all still sell out. So shout out to Western culture,
But it's a happy poop emoji.
But okay, so I just want to jump into this experience really, really quickly. So far from the peaches and cream from Burnwell. When you see this label, get it. It's exactly as you might think. Sunrise on a clear sky day. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, I'm cooling. My muscles in my face are very relaxed, but I'm ready for whatever. I'm ready to curse somebody out. I'm ready to explain something. I'm ready to tell a joke. I'm ready to have a laugh. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to smoke some more. I'm ready to continue to be engaged in this. I feel very, very good. And guess what? I have a lovely feeling stemming from my stomach. And it's the cheese I was smelling. Terpenes are desired effects. You know what I'm saying? I told you I could have looked forward to this. And cheese has that like empty neck high. And then it's your stomach and body is getting it. And then it just skips your neck. And then it goes to your head. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my neck isn't even there right now. Cheese is very, very interesting. But yeah, nice little butterflies right here. It's just great. You know what I'm saying? They're popping out of my chest. Peaches and cream, Burnwell. Change this to peaches and cheddar cream or something like that.
Peaches and cheddar cheese.
But very good, very good. And like I said, flavor-wise, I could see why they call it peaches and cream. I could see it's a stretch, but I could see the peach. You know, it's weed. Okay. Okay. Oh well, what was that? What was that, bro? Graz? What is this?
I still have
gelati, yaddy, 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 yaddy. It's working. It's twerking.
It's gelato.
What's
gelato?
All right. What's that smell?
Is that Elvis?
I just want to know.
The smell?
Yeah, dear followers, this is Gelato 33 from Mountain Baker.
There's just so much going on.
This is one of our favorites at the shop.
It's just so delightful.
And getting high, and everybody knows why it's gelato.
You can smell it. And gelato. Like I want this pumped into my cubicle at work.
You have a cubicle?
Yeah. It's just filled with Gelato 33.
Yep.
You got a cubicle, Progress?
I don't know where I'm going. My aura, I guess.
Just bubble.
Cubicle, my aura.
Wow.
I love that. Okay, so we are at 12:39. That's great. But yeah, shout out to Mountain Baker and the Gelato 33. If you all haven't got out and tried that, I myself went and bought a nice little Grammy of that. But yeah, get that if you haven't done so. Definitely get that.
Tasty, tasty, get it live. You can get it right now at HIGH-5. It's gelato.
Gelato. It's gelato.
And I was gonna say also, we're at 12:40, so we're about to do our roundup. I am gonna start this off. We're gonna do a 10 out of 10. Would you buy this again? The peaches and cream, honestly, I have to give this a 10 out of 10. I think it's very, very good. It's cheese and I enjoy it. Yeah, it's cheese and I enjoy it. And it's done well. There were white ashes as well. Look, I've been done put the ashes in the ashtray already. I went to go look. Oh, I got one. You
tore that thing apart and still said 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I really do like it. I think it's fantastic. The peaches and cream from Burnwell, 10 out of 10. I would definitely buy again. Burnwell, I wish you sold quarters. That's a thing. You know what I'm saying? I just wish you sold quarters. But okay, next we're gonna go on to Grover. 10 out of 10. Would you buy again? My camera's being crazy.
Oh, the vanilla wafer from Artizen.
Okay.
I would buy it again. It's really nice and sedating, very like relaxing. But I'm able to like focus if I want in my relaxed state. So
how was the flavor on it?
Was like lemon on the front, but more shoot, what was it? I had it down here somewhere. My bad.
No, what? You're golden. Would you say okay, but ready?
Oh, fuel, that's what it was. Fuel and chemicals.
Oh,
okay.
Yep.
Does the name Nilla Wafer is that a proper representation of it? What somebody could expect?
Made me sneeze.
Not really. I mean, definitely had a nice flavor that coats the mouth. Probably because of the wedding cake back cross of it. But other than that, I don't know if I can say Nilla Wafer. But definitely, for me personally, indica leaning hybrid for sure.
Okay. And then 10 out of 10. Would you buy this again?
I'd give it a 7.
Nice. Okay. And would you honestly buy this again?
I would honestly. I would buy it again. Maybe I'd definitely splurge for the 8s because the grams again were I got like 4 smaller nugs, so hopefully the bigger nugs will help more bring out more of the smell.
Okay. Accurate. I love that. Okay, Nilla Wafer from Artizen. Artizen's been on here a couple of times. They're another company that's
they're Dutch berry.
Definitely, yes. The Dutch berry is scary. And then Chuck. All right, we're on to you, my man.
Yeah, super lemon snack.
I need to know. That's also crazy. Okay, but don't get me started on that. If I get started on that, we'll never finish. Okay, super lemon snack. Shout out to lemon smack. Chuck, on that soap scale 1 through 10, would you buy it again? What do you think? Pre-roll.
I mean, maybe for the flavor, but I wouldn't say it's like heavy. I mean, it's smoking good and it's burning long. So,
okay, it is still burning. You've been smoking that for a Brit, definitely.
For a minute.
Literally.
Yeah.
Not unless he relit it. Did you relight that?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say because you lit that up when you joined. That would have been a crazy joint. Okay, all right, Miss Wendy. We're on to you. What's that roundup? Scale 1 through 10. Would you buy it again?
I'm gonna give it a 6. It's not. It's. But that being said, I wouldn't be opposed to buying it again. It just depends on if there are other things that need to be tried first.
We have so many options. This is why this is a critical question. For those who don't know, we have so many options in every category. So it's like, this is a big deal when I say, would you buy it again? Because that means you would go choose this over all of the other options that we have. You know what I mean? So
I'd smoke it again.
Okay, but you might not buy it again.
Right.
Okay.
Pretty fair.
Okay, that's fair. All right. And then remind the people, what was that one more time?
The duct tape from Mama J's.
From Mama J's. Okay, fantastic. All righty. Okay.
I
And
like
then
their
shout out to Mama
MILF.
J's.
They need to bring back the MILF. Man,
What is
their
that?
MILF was bomb, Mama J's.
Mama J's. Okay. Now,
Yes.
Mike, while we are on the subject of you, Mike, shout out to Geico too. I need car insurance. But Mike, would you what would you say on that that you smoked and tried today, the Puget Sound Lopez? Scale 1 through 10, would you buy it again?
I would honestly say an 8. I would say an 8. I really liked the flavor on it. It was really, really smooth. And yeah, I did say to the lady that I would buy an 8. I would cop an 8 of that. So yeah. It was nice to me, bro. Like even for the gram, I came in with decent expectations. I was like, okay, every time somebody claims a Lopez, they're like, and they always get the Afghani part of it wrong. And just like, it just turns out stinky and funky, but they really did a really good job, man. It was like, I got a bunch of different flavors and
it's beautiful. It's a very beautiful strain.
Yeah, I would.
It's one of Casey's favorites.
So an 8 for the 8th.
Hey, okay, an 8 for the 8th. Okay, on the Puget Sound Lopez side. Okay, now Z, on to you. We're doing our roundup scale of 1 through 10. Would you buy it again?
I'll give it a 8, I think.
Okay. And remind us, what is that one more time?
What's that?
What was that?
Mandalorian Kush from Budco.
Yeah. Mandalorian. I did cop a gram of that too. I will put it in the next segment, but I did say, yeah, you did 8 out of 10 though. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's got a nice euphoria to it. I'm kind of, chilling. I think it'd be a nice one for sort of going out and wandering around on a sunny afternoon, which hopefully we'll get a few more of those.
Yeah.
It's fairly social too for me. So it was a hair dry, so that's why I didn't mark it up more. But yeah, I think an 8 is about right.
Okay, wow, awesome. Okay, so like you said, but now is a balanced hybrid accurate?
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty. Yeah, if anything, maybe leaning a little bit on the indica side.
Okay,
but not that much.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough. I love that. And I haven't tried Mandalorian Kush before. And I still got to jump on the Baby Yoda train. I haven't tried that bad boy either. But yeah, that's good to hear. Shout out to Budco, definitely. And I want to say shout out to all of the brands and the farms that we had on here tonight and featured, because we love you all so much. And thank you to all the cast, as always, for coming and having a blast with us. It's about that time. But as we say our goodbyes, I must say I can't wait until next time, and we will see you all soon. Stay high and humble, everybody.